Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. It is Hobby News Daily with your host again, Ziggy No. Same show, different day. Hobby always keeps going. It's May 31st, end of the month, end of my breaking experiment. Today's the last day of my breaking experiment, and I need to stop in June. Breaking's been too much fun, but I got a lot of video to come out with you for you guys in June. A lot of great content around doing stuff on the hobby. Let's go ahead, Joe, and jump into what's going on around the hobby recently. We're going to start with some news. Have you guys noticed a lot of Logoman and all the hype around Logoman? Well, there's a reason for that. We're going to jump into that too. Share screen, share the whole screen and nothing but the screen. Did that work? Got a little one in the back, so hopefully I get this done before he starts stirring. Okay. Bam. Let's first start. Every day, you should start with the collect. You should listen to this. And I should have the closed caption on so you can follow along with me. I listen to this every day, at least once in the morning and maybe once at night. It just reminds me about the collector mentality versus kind of what's out there. And we're going to talk about this today too, because I do feel like collectors are starting to get fed up with all the stuff going on. Let me start with this. Did you guys know that the liquid auctions are live? They're back again, June 8th. Let me just start real quickly. I don't want this to be an advertisement for Alt. I want you to know the reason I'm bringing up Alt is that I honestly think this is the next company to go under. This is our next company that's going to fail. And I'm going to remind everybody, when you start crying and feeling bad about the employees at Alt and how they all get laid off and how sad it is, remember, this is a company that stole your information. Yeah, they created an app. They took your information. They stole it. They broke laws in Europe. I don't think they were fined for it, but they're a shady company. And shady times are ahead, I think. I just suspect they're probably next on the out. I mean, there's so many auction houses. You got Golden, they got the show. People are going to use Golden, and now you got Fanatics because they got their big auction house. Why do you need fourth, fifth, and sixth of these faulting auction house services? You're always going to have those old auction houses. I'm not going to try to get rid of those. I don't even know their names, but those ones are going to be there. They've been selling antiques and cards forever. We're going to talk about them too. Okay, so right here, I want to share this with you. Instant spectacular Logoman, Dutch auction style coming. These are Logoman. Look at these. First of all, these are the ugliest Logoman I've ever seen in my life. But what I want to bring to your attention is that they are going to flood the market with Logoman. You think you saw, like we've already talked about, there's more Logoman and Flawless than there was. Well, now they're going to put these instant packs and instant cards. And then why are they doing this? Because there's nothing special about it, except for you people, you as in the marketing people who think the Logoman's special. I've said before, there's nothing special about a Logoman. Christmas Day patches, Opulence Finals patches, those are game-specific, game-worn patches. A Logoman's typically not even worn. This is probably a Logoman from the guy's sock. I think I have a sock with this Logoman on it. Just disappointing. I want to shout out Fanatics. Look at all the hiring they're doing. I saw this post, I think it was on LinkedIn yesterday. Man, they are massively hiring, which makes you think to yourself, if they're hiring, they're probably not buying Panini. Okay, I keep bringing that up. They're just not buying Panini. They're not buying another sports car company. I don't think they would have bought PWCC, except it was pennies on the dollar, and I think they're the only ones who had cash. But we digress. Next up, I want to make a quick shout out for the Diamond Kings project. I think today or tomorrow might be the last day this is available. Oh, Saturday, June 3rd. Funded, it reaches its goal by Saturday, June 3rd. And it's reached its goal. It's $40,000, $30,000 goal. Crushed the goal. So it's in the in extra innings, I guess. But I do recommend checking it out. I'm surprised more people haven't. I can't tell if it's sold out or not. I couldn't figure how to navigate to where the section is that tells you about it. And you guys can figure that out. I've already bought one, so it keeps taking me back to manage my pledge, and I don't really want to manage my pledge. I made my pledge. Okay, let's jump into some good content. Best video I saw yesterday. This was a great interview. This is Basketball Card Nerd. He had Vintage Card Curator, and I'll be honest, I've listened to Vintage Card Curator a lot. He's got some great content. He's a guy that tears apart some amazing deep dive stuff. But I never heard him as an interview, and he even said this was his first interview, and it was very, very, very good. Guys, you have to check out this interview. The reason for that is here's my takeaways from Vintage Card Collector. He has a great history of the hobby. He talks about PSA and grading. He talks about in the beginning how a lot of the cards were trimmed because they just wanted to get them in the holders and make them look good. And people weren't detect there's no real ability to detect whether a card was cut in 1990 or was cut in the 1960s. Like, how did you do that in the 1990s? You couldn't. You really couldn't. So a lot of cards, his comments were slabbed. He goes in talking about it. In fact, one of the comments that he makes, and he's working on another video, I'm referring to Vintage Card Curator. He says that what does he call it, political upheaval? He says that, and this is a great comment, that systems change when there's enough political turmoil to change a system. But as long as the fat cats in the system don't want change, the system will never change. And I'm summarizing. Here's how I take that over, and here's how we say. If you look at the big organizations in sports cards, the PSAs of the world, the Fanatics of the world, the Golden Auctions, at the same company, Fanatic, PSA, and Gold, but these big organizations around here, Leaf, none of them want to change anything. They know what's wrong. Things have been wrong for 30, 40, 50 years, right? SGC, CSG, it just really is. I mean, sad to say this, guys. It's I don't want to say boys network, but it's a good old boys network. No one's going to lose their job. In fact, he talks about in 2019, they thought someone was going to go to jail for the trimming. There's so much evidence. Apparently, the FBI agent running the case retired. So his comment then was, the reality, guys, I'll say it this way. If you red pill or blue pill, you believe everything that they tell you about the hobby being great. It's for friends and family, and everybody loves everybody, and everybody's wonderful. You take the red pill, and you realize it's probably one of the most shittiest industries in the world. It's a $1 billion industry. There's no regulations. There's tons of crime, tons of fraud, money laundering, theft. It is just vicious. And nobody wants to change that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like Collectors Universe. Now they've got a lot of money and are saying, we want to build, some regulations and rules to protect collectors. Fanatics ain't doing that either. We're not coming up. We're going to do more to protect the collector. Nobody is doing anything to protect collectors and the money they spend on this stuff. I don't know, man. After listening, it made me, it justified that I know what I'm talking about, but it made me sad. And also, this is why I get so upset with these people who are and unicorns and just don't think about, oh, the hobby's great, man. Everybody in the hobby's great. Come grow the hobby with me. Everybody join the hobby. I've said it before, dude. You're inviting people in to get slaughtered. I would not tell my best friend, if he was looking for a new hobby, sports card would be the last thing I'd tell him to go into. If he was into sports cards and wanted to have help, I would help him. But it's not a hobby I would encourage people. Come on in, man. This is fun. It's brutal. On that note, some good hobby tips for you if you continue to hobby on. This one came to me by Zach's Sports Cards and Collectibles. Simply what he does, he talks about the membership that GameStop has that they always pitched me every time I go in there and I was turned down. He talks about how if you're one of those members, you get a free blaster pack or something like that, a Pokemon pack every month, and you get discounts off cards. I did not know about that. I actually thought that's worth sharing with you. If you're into Pokemon and sports cards, his GameStop program that he's talking about, which he doesn't get paid for, he's just telling you about it, seems to pay for itself. You get a free pack of Pokemon every month, and you get some other stuff. It's actually, I might look into it. I don't know. I just thought it was cool. I think you can do it by June 1st, though. That's, so you got like a day. I think tomorrow it goes up to $25. For today, it's $50. You can still do it, but the value changes a little bit. Hopefully that helps. Another great video here, man. The legend himself, John Mangini. Great interview he has here with two gentlemen. Let me scroll this up a little bit. This gentleman right here is a let's give a little shout right away. So anyway, he has a guy on here. God, this is so irritates me. Well, Ziggy, why you pay for commercials? I don't know. I hate commercials. Okay, this gentleman right here is a softball legend. Now, he goes on to tell you he almost went in the major leagues, but he had a kid. And I think he didn't get into college. He was a young baseball prospect, smart baseball guy, had a kid and ended up raising a family versus chasing his dreams of baseball. But he talks about all of the great baseball, Bob Gibson, Willie Mays, and I'm probably going to say the wrong names, but legends in baseball that he got to watch as a kid. He talks about the Negro Leagues coming to a town in Georgia to play baseball. He talks about one of the most profound comments that he makes to me. He remembers said to the audience, he remembers as a kid going to watch these players, these great players, and he goes, he'd never seen anyone like this before because they didn't talk to black kids. Like he makes this comment like, we saw black kids, but we didn't interact with them. So to see these black men playing this game, that had to be an amazing moment, right? In this young man's mind. And I think to me, that's been the most profound part about it. Anyway, really great conversation. Must watch, absolutely, John. And it's just a really cool. This guy's won several softball rings too, by the way. Softball championships, even one recently. I really enjoyed it, man. Really, really good conversation after I got off my rant there earlier. Another great video here for those hobbyists out there who's still in the hobby, you like to hobby on. Scotty B does a great job breaking down the difference between the traded set in 2011 versus traded set when Rodriguez is out. And the biggest thing that stands out to me is just there was only one variation. That's it. That's a truck card. You can get it in a burgundy or a cognac or a white wine or a shot of tequila, whatever the parallels were. But that was it. Where I think later on, where's he? I think he has. I'm probably gonna hit another damn commercial when I do this. I think this is. That are all the different variations of Rodriguez in update last year. And that's crazy. It's crazy. Crazy. Who did that? Topps. Speaking of Topps and Panini, let's go over here. Oh, before we get there, this is Panini had a break-in. Their facility was broken into down in California, down in Texas. Breakout cards or breakout sports cards. Radio came on to talk about this. My quick reason I bring this to your attention is interesting. It happened. Everybody's going to say it was an insider job. Some employee did it. I don't think an employee would do that. Why would an employee be dumb enough? Like they got out of Panini, not going to break into Panini. So if I left my pen and my special stapler, I got to break in there. No. But what I do think is interesting here, this can create a lot of tinfoil hats, man, because I believe they just broke in there to steal the print runs of all the products and the code that you can crack on the front of the boxes so you know what hits are in the box. That's the information that was stolen last night or 2 days ago. And that information is going to leak out. And that's why you're going to start seeing hits come out and and the print runs are going to leak out. We're going to find out that like a lot of stuff's overprinted. And not only that, we're going to find out the future print rates for like 2022 and 23 are like astronomical and everybody's going to have loss of confidence. Just saying, could happen, right? But here's what I'm bringing up about Panini. Remember those Panini employees left? Well, some of them went over to Topps. And when they got over to Topps, they started doing the same things they do to Panini. They're screwing up cards. In this video, Rip and Grip talks about how there's major errors in some of the cards. It's the major error is simply that apparently Topps put the rookie logos on 2 cards that do not deserve them. They're not rookies, they're vets. Now, anybody knows this. This has happened before in Panini. Panini did this to Josh Hart, I think it was, in 2018 or 17. I don't know. But there's several cases where they didn't put the logo on or they did put the logo on. So Panini is notorious for logo mismanagement. And I'm glad to see they're doing the same job over at Fanatics. Good job, Panini. Keep it up. Last video I have to talk about. Well, really not a video. I just want to lead you into 1 million cards project, Cubs project. He starts in a few minutes over his channel. Look, I'm not affiliated with him. I just really enjoy stuff. And I've decided I'm going to start doing my show, if I can, before his show. And then I can go over there and listen to his chat. And if you guys are watching, you can go over there and listen to his chat. Check out 1 Million Cubs project. Really enjoy him. Love that he's interacting. He answers questions. Just tells great stories. I want to hear about the crate he bought. I didn't know you could buy crates of baseball cards at Goodwill. That's freaking awesome. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Let me just drop out of here. I got 2-3 minutes before the Cubs thing starts. Remember to listen to your collector's rant today, guys. Don't forget to listen to your collector's rant. Fanatics is hiring. Talked about the Diamond Kings card. Pop over here. Ooh, got a few comments. She collects cards, is director of business operations of collectors. That doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me. Hey, what's up, Orlando, man? Good to hear from you, buddy. I think what bothers me about that is why? Did they hire her because she lost a sub? They hire her because she's a woman? I mean, she's not knowledgeable of sports cards. Have you seen 2021 Topps Chrome Tennis? Yeah, I did see that. That is a stupid product, guys. Absolutely stupid. I mean, that is it's just dumb. It really is. Like, it should not be a full Chrome set. You want to make a little, I don't know, on-demand set, something like a smaller set. I don't know, but that's dumb. Yeah, I saw that. Guys, Topps will come out with a lacrosse set if they can. I mean, they'll come out with a Bowman U lacrosse set if they can. And so would Fanatics. They have the license. Topps under Fanatics has worse releases than Panini. I absolutely agree. Again, guys, Fanatics is not going to be better. The sooner people accept that, the better. It's not going to be better. I don't know what to tell you. There's no like alternative. I can tell you, wait it out. Shit will change. I do not believe that my kids or my grandkids will be buying sports cards from Fanatics. They might not be buying sports cards at all. It might be done. But if they are buying sports cards, they won't be Fanatics. That's my opinion. Like, comment, subscribe, guys. See you over on the other channels. Have a great day. Have a great hump day. And have a great end of